Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be looking at an all-in-one knife and axe throwing kit. Stick around. Recently, a company called Antarctica Outdoors reached out to me on Instagram and asked me if I'd be interested in testing their product. This is a kit that includes both throwing knives and throwing axes, and the best part is it's all packaged up really well. Let's take a look at it. All right, so here's the package, packaged up nicely. Let's take a look at the inside. This is something that grabbed my attention immediately, was the carrying case that this comes with. Now, I've received a lot of different throwing axes, but never a case like this to carry them around. Let's open it up and take a look on the inside. When you first open it up, you see, three knives here. Three knives lined here, and then you open it up and there's the Tomahawks. That's really awesome. So let's take a look at the knives. I like the design of the blade. I really do like the design of it. Now, it's a little bit light, heavier than some of the more inexpensive knives I've bought in the past. A little heavier than those, but still kind of light compared to what I'm used to. Not very long, kind of short. But we'll see what we can do with it here in just a bit. All right, we'll look at the Tomahawks as well. These look really nice. They come with a nice handle. Now, I will tell you, if you get out here and throw this enough, and if you start missing, you can break these handles off. Sometimes you can tighten them back up and put them on. It doesn't really matter though. If something happens to the handle, this is a full tang hawk here. As you can see, it's a continuous piece of steel there. A lot of the throwing hawks like this that I use don't have handles like this anyway. A lot of times they're just wrapped with paracord, but these feel like they're gonna throw really good. All right, it's testing time. First, I'm gonna start with the knives. I'm just gonna do a various number of different kinds of throws, and then I'll make my assessment afterward. So here's my overall assessment of the knives. I like the design of the blade. I just wish it were longer and heavier. The shortness of the blade and the lightness of the blade made it difficult to do a number of throws. With rotational throwing, I was limited to pinch grip. I found it really difficult hammer gripping. I just couldn't do it. If you like throwing like that, I think you will find it difficult with these knives, being that they're so small. Half spin did okay holding the end of the blade. No spin was a bit of a problem. With this blade being so short, you're gonna have trouble going out longer distances with no spin. I was able to no spin pretty decently between 8 and 10 feet, but with the blade being so short, it was difficult to go much outside of that distance. Everybody's got different taste buds. For me, these are a little small. I like my throwing knife to be bigger and heavier than this. If you're just out doing some light duty throwing, you can have fun doing some pinch grip rotational throwing or some half spin. Now, let's take a look at the Tomahawk. All right, I could do that all day, man. I love throwing blades. All right, let's bring this review to a conclusion. I absolutely love the way that this is packaged. I've never seen this before. I really like it. Yeah, I know I had some things to say about the knives, but you know what? Even if you didn't use these knives, you could put a different knife in this carrying case. You may have some that are heavier and longer that you want to put in here, or you may like these. Nevertheless, I think it's awesome that you can store your knives here and your hawks right here and travel around with this very easily. This sells for about 50 bucks on Amazon. I think it's well worth it, especially if you're getting into axe and knife throwing for the first time. When I first got into knife throwing, I was just throwing some basic perfect point knives that were nowhere near as good as these. So for 50 bucks to be able to get this case and to be able to get 3 throwing hawks and to be able to keep it all in one place, hands down, that's a great deal. So kudos to Antarctica Outdoors. Thank you for sending me this package to review, and I hope you found this helpful. I will put a link for you to purchase this in the description. I think it makes a great gift, especially for someone who's first getting started. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.